I will show you how we can use a format utility to launch arbitrary commands within the Windows operating system. The format utility, format/?, displays the syntax. Within the syntax we have a couple of parameters telling the utility how we want to format. One of the most interesting is /fs and then specifying the file system. So we can use the format utility for formatting FAT, etc. etc. I will monitor how format is going. So I will enable process monitor. It has a filter for format.com, and what I will do, format C, it will not happen obviously, fs/ntfs, and if I do this, I can see my format.com utility started to load some DLLs, access drive, and so on and so on. One of the interesting things here is it loads untfs DLL and it tries to work with this particular DLL. What I have observed, I will not format my C drive. I return to the parameter. What I have observed some time ago is that actually it is not about this 6 format, but it is about the plugin to be loaded. So I have specified /fs ntfs and then untfs library was loaded. If I specify /fs then test, the utest.dll will be loaded. Obviously we do not have a utest.dll within the operating system, but we can observe how it happens. So I will clean up my output here, cls, and I will do the same command right now specifying test. And of course the DLL is not found, so nothing happens, but here you can find this particular DLL being loaded. Actually it is loaded first from the Windows System 32 and it does not exist over here, then from system also does not exist over here, etc., going up to the current directory, which is my desktop from this command line, and this particular DLL is loaded from the desktop, which also didn't succeed. But if we drop our own DLL over here, probably it will be loaded. What I can use over here is to use DLL main function within DLL. It is a well-documented function, making this function running every single time DLL is being loaded. So if I create the DLL with a DLL main function, I have it over here within my Visual Studio. You can see DLL main, a simple logic for making it running only once, and then a system command, also well-documented command, making this command run within the operating system. And of course I can specify system and then let's say calculator, and every single time I will format my drive, the calculator will be run. But if I hardcode over here the calculator name, this particular DLL will be able to run only a calculator, which is not that funny. So I need a way of specifying what I have to run from the format command line. If I specify calculator over here, obviously the format utility will tell me such parameters is illegal, as it didn't expect this. What I can use in practice is I will run format/? to see the help. I can use /v parameter for specifying the volume label, as I can specify everything as volume label. Volume label, it is very DOS old school part of the drive, being kind of a name of the drive. You can display it with vol command. I have no volume label over here. And you can change it through drive properties in Explorer if you really want to, etc. But you can specify it also within format utility. So if I specify here a calculator, it will be legal volume label. At the same time, I will pass this parameter to my DLL, and it is what I'm doing over here. I'm looking for the /v for volume label, then extracting what happens after the colon and then launching what happened after the colon. So this DLL is that simple. So I have this DLL compiled over here. It is called U. It must start with U for the obvious reason, and then malformat.dll. And the command will be CLS over here. The command will be format, then the C drive, which is quite safe in this scenario, then /fs, and make my DLL being loaded by specifying file system format, actually, mal format, and then volume label, colon, and then let's say calculator. I can also clean up the result of the process monitoring. You can see it from scratch. If I run this, the format will not happen, but at the same time my calculator will start. Here you can see my U malformat DLL did not happen within Windows, but it happened on my desktop, which is a current directory, and from here it succeeded with loading, and then it launched CMD, and in turn CMD launch a calculator. It is how the system command works. If I press Ctrl key, I can observe the entire tree. My CMD launch a format, which launch CMD, which launch calculator we can observe on the screen. Is it a bug? Well, it makes the life a bit harder if you try to defend your system and understand how it's going. At the same time, it is not crossing any security boundary, so it is not a security bug for sure. Have fun and enjoy your format utility.